Hello children, today I am going to start new chapter chemical bonding and molecular structure, and from this chapter first heading is Cursor-Lewis approach to chemical bonding, electronic theory of valency. So the electronic theory of valency is the theory which is based on the electronic concept of atom. Electronic concept of atom. Okay, students. So according to this theory, the valency of an element depends upon its electronic configuration. It is called electronic theory of valency or octet rule. So valency of an atom or element is depend upon the electronic configuration. So as you all know that different elements or atoms are having different electronic configuration, and that is why they are having different valencies. Okay, students. So this electronic concept of the valency is depend upon the electronic configuration of the element or atom. Now this theory explains why do atoms combine. The main points of this theory are: the first point, that electrons present in the outermost shell take part in bond formation. The electrons present in outermost shell are called valence electrons. So outermost shell is known as valence shell, and that is why the electrons present in valence shell are known as valence electrons. Second point, atoms of inert gases do not take part in chemical bonding due to their stable inert gas configuration. So noble gases are having octet or duplet condition of electron, and that is why they are having complete or stable electronic configuration. So they are not going to react with atoms of other element generally. Third point, atoms of other elements take part in chemical bonding. Why atoms of other elements are taking part? All other elements except these noble gases want to become stable in the form of noble or inert gases, and that is why all other elements except noble gases try to complete their octet or duplet, and that is why they combine chemically with the other atom of same element or with the atoms of different elements. Okay, students. Now octet rule, atoms of all the atoms combine and complete their octet or duplet. It is called octet rule. Okay, students. So atoms of all the elements combine to complete their octet or duplet. So this is the reason for the reactivity of atoms of different elements. Okay, students. Next, atoms of elements can attain configuration of noble gases by different ways, and the first way is by the complete transfer of one or more electrons from its valence shell. Okay, students. Or by gaining one or more electrons from the other atoms. So in this way the related atoms form electrovalent bond or ionic bond. The second way of completing octet is mutual sharing of electron. By mutual sharing of electrons, so related atoms can share electrons with each other in equal numbers, and in this way they can complete their octet or duplet. And the third way in the form of coordinate bond or a dative bond. So it is a special type of covalent bond in which the shared pair electron is contributed by one of the combining atom only. Okay students, the next heading is Lewis symbols representing the valence electrons. So as you can see here, Lewis symbols are the symbols in which we first write a symbol of the related atom or element, and then these atom and related atoms of related element are followed by electrons present in valence shell in the form of dots. So these representation are known as Lewis symbols or Lewis dot symbols. So as you all know that lithium is having total 3 electrons and its configuration is 2 1. So outermost shell with 1 electron, symbol of lithium is Li with 1 dot. So this is the Lewis notation of lithium. Same way for oxygen, the configuration is 2 6, symbol of oxygen is O, and with 6 electron in valence shell, so we will mark 6 dots here around oxygen. So this is the Lewis dot notation of oxygen. So in this way we can show different elements in the form of Lewis dot notation. Then significance of Lewis symbol or a Lewis dot notation. So the first significance is the number of electrons are equal to 4 or less than 4. Then common valency of the element is equal to the number of dots in the Lewis symbol. Okay students, so the dots which are present around the symbol of the atom will be equals to its valency if the number of dots are 4 or less than 4. But if the number of dots are more than 4, then the valency of the related atom will be equals to 8 minus number of dots. 8 minus number of dots. Okay students, the next heading is electrovalent bond or ionic bond. So as you all know that electrovalent bonds are the bonds which are formed between ions. Okay, so we can define electrovalent bonding as a bond formed by the transfer of electrons between two dissimilar atoms is called ionic or electrovalent bond. Compounds so formed are called ionic or electrovalent compounds. Okay students, and the next heading is electrovalency. So what is electrovalency? Electrovalency is equal to the number of electrons lost or gained by an atom at the time of covalent bond formation. Okay students, so second definition, electrovalency is equal to the charge on the ion. So we can discuss this electrovalent bonding with the help of an example, and the example is formation of sodium chloride, NaCl. So as we all know that the ground state electronic configuration of sodium is 281 and of chlorine is 287. So as you can see here that sodium is having 7 electrons less in its valence shell than octet condition, and chlorine is having 1 electron less in its valence shell than octet condition. Okay, so sodium can attain a stable electronic configuration by loss of this electron. So after losing this electron, the second shell will become outermost shell of the sodium, which is having 8 electron, and that is why a stable configuration. Okay students, so or sodium can gain 7 electrons to complete octet in this shell. Okay, but it is not possible for sodium to gain 7 electron, a huge number of electron is not possible to gain by this sodium atom. So what will happen here? Sodium will lose this outermost electron. Okay students, and it will be converted in the form of Na plus ion, and in this condition sodium plus ion is having configuration 2,8, stable configuration. And same way chlorine will gain one electron and it will convert it in the form of chloride ion, and in this condition its configuration will be 2,8,8. So it also becomes stable with 8 electron in outermost shell. So when sodium will lose one electron and chlorine will gain one electron, then they will become positively charged and negatively charged ions. Okay, and when these positively and equally charged ions come closer, they will attract to each other due to the presence of opposite charges, and they will change in the form of electrovalent compound. Okay students, so this is the formation of NaCl. In the same way we can explain the formation of other electrovalent compounds like calcium chloride, sodium sulfide, magnesium chloride, etc. The next heading is polyatomic ions. So polyatomic ions, the ions which are formed by number of atoms of different elements. Ions which are formed by atoms of more than one element are known as polyatomic ions. For example, sulfate, phosphate, ammonium. These are polyatomic ions. Now, the electrovalency of these ions will be equals to the number of charges carried by these ions. So, the electrovalency of phosphate ion will be -3, sulfate 2-, ammonium 1+, or simply you can say ammonium 1, valency of ammonium is 1, of sulfate is 2, and of phosphate is 3. Then when the electrostatic field of an ion is non-directional, we all know this, that the electrostatic fields of ions are non-directional. Each cation is attracted by several anions, and same way one anion will be attracted by number of cations also. Each anion is attracted by several cations. This depends on their ionic radii, and it results into a 3-dimensional solid aggregate which is called as ionic crystal. So ionic crystal, a 3-dimensional solid form of a ionic compound. Okay students, for example, crystal of NaCl, crystal of magnesium chloride MgCl2, and so on.